Man. I don't know what's going on in Louisville, but they need some fucking road repair out here. What am I hearing? I hear a weird noise. I hope that's not my bike. Oh, this is kind of a noisy bike. I like it. It came from the SV, which is like a notoriously noisy bike. And now I have this thing, which is buzzy. Although, I'll go over that in a second once we start moving, because I might end up editing this out. Yeah, it depends on how long it takes. Yeah, I'll probably edit this out. I don't know, or I won't, and then I'll just be sitting here talking about how I'm going to edit this out and wasting your all's time. Sitting at stoplights. Action fucking packed. Doop, doop, doo. Alright, well, if I did edit it out, welcome back. Oh, let's see here. Let's do the full loop. 120th it is. Hey, look at that. I don't think I've seen an open road all day today. Oh, hey, talking into the mic at high volume is hard. But I guess I should be careful. I don't know if I need to be at high volume. I'm going to have to play with that. If I don't, I should just talk at this volume. So let's see. I'm moving like 45-ish here, 43. And talking at a relatively normal conversational volume. Shit, I might need to stop and get something to drink before I move on, actually, and I might do just that. In which case, I don't know, that's a fair bit more complicated than I really bargained for. Nah, it ain't so bad. I could just make, ooh, I don't know, can I make 2 videos and splice them all in together in one? I'm not really sure. I could add audio easy enough. That's not really a problem, but... Nah, let's worry about that another day. I'm just going to keep riding. If my voice gets hoarse, if I cough a little bit, nah, you guys will just have to forgive me. But I don't feel like thinking about it right now. I'd rather just get this done. Like I said, I only got a couple hours before I got a meeting to be at, so I need to get home, take a shower, pretty myself up. Because I'm going to go sit in a room full of people that hate me, like, pretty literally. Now, I don't know if any of you are watching this, which I doubt, but someday you might. Yeah, I don't think y'all actually hate me, but yeah, I'm going to a neighborhood committee meeting about the building that I work in. I don't want to go into details. It was not the most popular building when they built it, and we're about 6 months deep now, and we're doing a status update, and I've never actually been in one of these meetings, so I'm interested to see how that goes. It's nice to hear from your detractors every once in a while. Maybe not, you know, every day, but every once in a while it's nice. Nah, every day would be fine too. It's good. Keeps us mindful, keeps us aware. I hope this person's being mindful of my existence. Something about me tells me, something about them tells me that they might do something dumb. Don't know what, but although it wouldn't be hard in this fucking shit show to do something dumb by accident. Look, Hyundai, I'm sorry, but you should have planned ahead better. I don't want to slam on my brakes in the middle of this fucking mess. God, I can't wait till they're done with this. So much gravel and shit everywhere. I don't even want to touch the brakes if I can help it. I know that sounds really dumb. I promise it's not. Let's get out of here. Nope, gotta put a foot down. I've actually been impressed with this bike, how easy it is to ride at low speed. I always kind of looked at bikes of this style, you know, the big, they're tall, they're relatively big. I mean, okay, it's no Goldwing, it's no Road King, anything like that, but they're relatively big bikes. I guess I'm trapped in this lane? Yeah, fuck that. I always thought they'd be top heavy. I always thought, like, once you were at, you know, below like 20 miles an hour, something like that, when it's on like bicycle steering, basically, that'd be just like a total nightmare to manage. But it's really not. The thing is super neutral handling. I mean, it's really, really easy to keep upright. I think part of that is just, you know, that's how physics works. But I think part of it is also just the way they designed it is actually pretty clever. I mean, we have the exhaust slung underneath the engine block, which I'll grant you, it's like the most boring exhaust note in the world. It's not bad. It's nice when it's warmed up. And it's nice when you wind it out a little bit, which I'm not going to do here, but I'll do it later if I have a chance. But, you know, it's a parallel twin. It sits in between kind of a V-twin and an i4. What are you going to do? It is what it is. Didn't buy the bike for the motor, bought the bike for what it is. For the style of bike that it is and the price that it was and a couple of other factors. Here we go. I got a strong-ish crosswind here that is sending air up under the chin skirt of the helmet. I do have like a little flappy thing. I don't know how to describe it. The little thing that hangs underneath your chin bar and supposedly helps fight the wind. I got one of them. Well, it's in the helmet when I bought the helmet. It just is what it is. But I say that a lot. But so that might actually help. But more than anything, I'm just curious. Let's find out. What's it sound like? Oof, oof, oof. God, these roads are just torn to shit. They need to do something about this. But yeah, the underslung exhaust, just the kind of general overall design of the bike keeps the weight like way down low, and as a result of that, it's got nice neutral handling. I have a decent understanding of the physics of how a motorcycle works, much like anyone who rides a motorcycle, although I've done a little more research than your average, I'd wager, just because I'm nerdy for that kind of shit. I know a lot more about how cars work, I'll grant you, like the physics of them. Well, no, that's not the right way to put it. I don't know more about one than the other. I have a hell of a lot more experience in a car, obviously. Well, not obviously, but I grew up driving cars. I just got a bike when I was 23, 24 or something like that. Has it been that? No, it was about 22 actually, because I've been riding for about 8 or 9 years now, I think. So, I don't know, 21, 22, somewhere in that range. And I've been driving since I was 16, so I got a lot more experience in a car. And if nothing else, I've played a lot more car racing sims. I'm telling you, if anyone wants to challenge me, throw down in Forza, I'm game. I'll take you on. But I've been riding a bike for, like I said, I lose track, but it's been 8 to 9 years now, something along those lines. Love it, absolutely love it. As anyone who rides a bike for that long will tell you, it's great. If you don't love it enough to ride a bike for 9 years, then don't, because it's dangerous as hell, obviously. What's up, buddy? But you're not going to find too many people riding motorcycles for 8, 9 years at a time that are like, I just don't really like it, I just do it because of, money or something. But that's all nonsense. If you don't love it, stop doing it. It's too goddamn dangerous. That thought was going nowhere. So what we're going to do is go out to 120th, I think it is. I don't know, something like that. It might be 128. We'll find out when we get there. But this is McCaslin. It ends there, and it's that guy knows. It's a tough bicycle ride, but it's a lovely motorcycle ride. I've done this on both. I won't be doing it on the bicycle anytime soon. I need to train up for that a little bit because I got fat and lazy over the last couple of years. But yeah, I've done it, and I feel good doing it. Or being able to say that I have, at least. It feels horrible. It feels horrible when you're doing it, let me tell you. But this is one of my more common rides around here. It's not twisty, it's not exciting exactly, but it's pretty, it's nice roads. You get a couple of decent corners here and there. Again, sorry for all the coffee. My throat is like really raw, actually. I gotta get some water on my rides or something. It's also a little colder up at this. But this is what is called the wall to cyclists of the area. A race called the Morgul Bismarck runs, I think this is the Morgul Bismarck, runs up here. And it is a savage, savage race. You gotta do this, I think it's like 4 or 5 times. It's a lap type deal. That's a cool bike. But it's a lot of fun, I'm sure. It's just hard fucking core. You gotta be a badass to get up that hill over and over and over at race pace too. And then I'm not sure, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing, because I don't know where you would run laps around here unless there's some way to connect that I'm not aware of. But I do want to point out, look where we are. God damn, I live in a gorgeous place. I really do. What's up, Harley dude? But yeah, I think that's El Dorado Canyon right over there. Let's see if I can, that one. I think that's El Dorado. That one, I don't know. Hello, police officer. How are you doing today? What's flapping around hitting my chin? I think it must be the microphone wire or something. I wonder what's going on here. A weird place, kind of good looking though. But yeah, I like this road just because of this. I mean, look at this. This is so lovely. And these corners, they're okay. They'd be fun if you were doing like a $120, but I'm not gonna do that, so. So at road pace, they are what they are. They're fine, they're fun, but they're nothing special. Am I the only person that does that? Even when you know you're not doing anything wrong, look down at the rearview mirror. I don't know if y'all can see that in the camera, but every time a cop passes me, even when I pass that lady just standing there staring off into space, check your mirrors, make sure they didn't decide to come fuck with you for no reason. I don't know, or for a reason, I don't know. I actually am not presently aware of the speed limit. I think it's 55, but my argument's always been like, look, I can't speed if I wanted to. I got a truck in front of me. You don't know what I did to get behind the truck, but you could if you watch this video, so I probably shouldn't do anything too stupid, but I haven't yet. And I really don't. Honestly, guys, like, this is the way I ride. If you're in it for wheelies or dragging knee or any of that nonsense, I'm not the guy to talk to. Someday I plan to get the SV out on the racetrack, and then we can maybe do some knee dragging videos, although I always kind of thought, like, who gives a crap about that? You can't see that my knee is on the ground if you're watching on the camera. But on the road, I ride like a sane person. I determined a long time ago I'm a heck of a lot more interested in going far than I am in going fast. Fast is fun, it has its moments. You'll see me do some kind of, you know, stupid-ish stuff here and there, but nothing major. I'm a pretty relaxed rider, in the same way I'm a pretty relaxed driver. I am kind of known for yelling at people, so that could make for some funny videos. I'll admit it, I'm fairly particular about the way people drive. But, you know, I'm right, god damn it! Why can't everyone understand? No. Driving's the most dangerous thing most people do with their day. The only thing really more dangerous that I do with my day is this. So, yeah, I take road safety fairly seriously. And even as a motorcyclist, I mean, you like I said, y'all see what I'm wearing. Let's see, we'll do a little mirror fashion show. Can you see me? I don't know where my camera is pointing. Is my camera still there? Yeah, my camera's still there, good. But yeah, I wear the whole nine. I get made fun of every day I go to work. Oh, you must be ready for racing. Oh, sometimes they sing the Darth Vader tune when I walk in because we're all black gear. Which, that one I'm actually not Darth Vader, the Imperial March. I'm actually pretty fucking into that one. Like, yeah, bring that on. I find it odd, though, that people make fun of you for wearing all the gear all the time. Like, I admit I go to the nth degree. I have the helmet, I got a jacket, I got gloves, I got pants even, I got boots. All of it's specific riding gear, all of it's armored. I believe in it. If you don't, that's your business. One of my coworkers, he rides a, I don't know, 80-something Sportster. It's a badass bike, don't get me wrong. It's not my style, but this guy, he knows how to build a machine, and this thing is just blacked out. It's mean looking. But, as he put it, don't fall. And I said, yeah, that's plan A, but I like to have a plan B. He said, okay, plan B, don't fall then either. And I said, okay. Whatever. That's his business. My business, I'm wearing a fucking helmet. I'm wearing gear. You are significantly more likely to survive an accident if you're wearing gear. And, I don't know. So far, I'm rather fond of being alive. I don't want to do that. But yeah, like I said, it's really weird to me that I get made fun of, like, every day. Especially by people that know me. Like, I'm pretty close with my coworkers. And, you know, they're doing it in fun, and I don't really mind. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. But, it's just bizarre. Like, when was the last time a police officer got made fun of for wearing a bulletproof vest? I mean, okay, this isn't my career, granted, but my hobby might end with me sliding across the pavement at a high rate of speed. There's no way I'm doing that hobby without covering my skin up. Just, you know, police officers might get shot, so they wear protection. I might fall off a motorcycle, so I wear motorcycle gear. It seems pretty self-explanatory to me, but, hey, what are you gonna do? But yeah, I catch a lot of flack for it, is basically what I'm rambling on and on about. Woo-wee, Boulder is looking pretty today. A little foggy out, that's kind of weird, but it's been... Honestly, today's the first nice day we've had in a couple of days. Well, Saturday was okay, but we've been getting a lot of the spring rain and stuff lately, which is fine, actually. I dig it. The only downside is, again, this. I want to do more of this. But that's okay. I can wait for that, because, man, once this summer hits with all the rain we've been getting, it's going to be green and lush, and I'm probably wrong. I bet you anything we're in a drought year. I bet you anything. Every year Colorado's in drought, and every year it lights on fire, and I really... Why does that river run uphill is my next question. Because that river we just saw is running the way we're going. And I have never, ever been able to figure that shit out. Like, I swear to God it's magic. I mean, it's not magic, but it might be magic. That's all I'm saying. Bro, it might be magic. You'll have to all forgive me if my thoughts are a little discombobulated. I'm obviously paying attention to some things other than what I'm saying at the moment. Yeah, it looks like I gotta get gas at some point tomorrow, but hopefully get a chance for a good ride tomorrow. That's what I'm shooting for. Which way should we go home? Let's take this way, because I know that I'm going to. I don't actually have a thought to finish there. This road is just way too easy to go way too fast on, is the problem. And as you see, I mean, I'm doing 12 over at the moment. I'll go ahead and admit that, and I'm not really gaining on anybody, so I guess I'm fairly safe doing it, legally anyway. And I feel perfectly safe at this speed, so I'm not too worried about going 60. This road honestly could have a higher speed limit, but it's okay that it doesn't. So I'm thinking about where I'm going to cut off the video. I might hit a gas station, just because, you know, just in case I someday get famous. I really don't want to, like, advertise where I live on the internet. I mean, even if I'm not famous, I don't want to do that. Well, there's no if about it. I'm not famous, and I'm fine with that, but if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just leaning on the tank because I feel like it. I used to know a girl that boarded a horse here. Well, that's not true. I know that girl still. I just don't really know what she's up to, and I don't think she has a horse no more. Really, Yaris? That's how you're gonna do it? Okay, that's the way to go. I don't think it was the right way to go. Was I right? Yep, Yaris. I don't trust Yaris drivers at all. They've done a lot of stupid things to me today. Like, not on this video, but that is the second Yaris that pissed me off today. Well, okay, that person didn't really piss me off, but honestly, I don't get nearly as mad on the bike as I do in the car. There's just not time for it. If you're mad at somebody, hit the gas and get the fuck away from them. Just be gone and be done with it. In a car, it's harder to do. You know, you don't fit through the same spots. My car is not faster than most of the cars on the road, whereas my bike is. And so it's a little harder to kind of, you know, manipulate traffic the way you mean to. And so I get angrier, basically, and I yell at people is where that story was going. But I'll be honest, some of my yelling at people is really just for my own amusement. I think it's funny. I think I'm a pretty damn funny person. I hope somebody out there agrees. We'll see. Oof. Oh man, it's just getting nicer and nicer the longer I ride. Maybe I ought to keep going. No, I gotta get ready for... I gotta get ready for work. That sucks. Oh well. No harm in it. What do we got? I've seen this bike 100 times. What is it? BMW? No? Yeah, BMW. And it's a cool-ass bike, too. It's like black. I don't think you can see it very well on the camera, but it's like black with blue highlights. Like dark blue, so you can just barely see the difference, but it's really quite nice. I'm a fan of BMW bikes. A lot of people aren't. They say they're weird looking. I get that. They are. But, I mean, I ride a Kawasaki Versus. I can't say shit about what's weird looking. And I like weird, man. I like ugly bikes, too. Like the GS line, I get it. It's ugly because it is. It's a motorcycle. Deal with it. This bike, yeah, it's utilitarian. It's not trying to be pretty. Actually, I think this one was. Most people didn't find it that way. I kind of do. I'm not talking shit about your bike. I do think you're pretty, but you're not as cool as the SV. There's no two ways about that. But God, I have to admit, much as I like the SV, I don't like riding it very much. I mean, I do and I don't. It's just getting on the SV, like, knew it was going to be a chore. It's going to hurt. I never really fit the bike that well. It's a little small for my taste. I mean, yes, bigger people than me have ridden smaller bikes. That FZ09, man, that's what I wanted. Instead, I bought this, but that's okay because it costs about twice as much. Someday maybe. I hope this guy behind me doesn't kill me. It doesn't look like he's going to. But yeah, getting on the SV was always just kind of a chore. Yeah, it's going to be fun, but you're going to be cramped and your ass is going to hurt. And yeah, if it's cold out, you're going to freeze because it's nothing but just wind in the face. You got no windscreen. I got heated grips on this motherfucker, and that's a big difference. Whereas, yeah, getting on this bike, it's, I don't know, it's awesome. It's a comforting place to sit. And it's nice to look forward to getting back to your bike and sitting down on it after taking a break or, you know, whatever you're doing. Just, it's a big difference. Getting out of work when the sun's down and it's kind of cold out, And knowing that I got heated grips I can turn on, I got a windscreen I can tuck down behind. I mean, it's just awesome. Not to mention I got leg room. My legs are nice and below me. My feet are nice and planted. I feel comfortable. I feel confident. I don't feel cramped. I don't feel unhappy. I mean, it's a hell of a good bike. Well, I may end the video here. Pretty much all the good riding's done anyway. You're not missing nothing. But, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let's go a little further. I don't know if you can hear my brakes squeaking, but that's driving me crazy. I know what it is. The pads are fine. It's hard to explain, but this is a job I never knew about until I bought this bike, was you got to clean the bobbins on your brakes rotors, like independent of anything else. Like those little circular pieces of metal that kind of sit where the actual disc surface where the pads would ride along meets up with the inside hub of the disc brake. I'll go to a gas station, keep talking for a minute. Yeah, did you know you should be able to turn those by hand? Yeah, me neither. I'd never heard of this. I even went to school for motorcycle mechanics for like longer than I'm really game to admit. And nothing came of that, by the way. I'll tell that story another day. But yeah, those things should be cleaned, and it's actually pretty easy. You just get a bolt and a washer, tighten it down on there, spray the fucker full of brake cleaner, and turn until they loosen up. And yeah, I'd never been told this, but basically what those are, and I did know this part, I just never really thought about cleaning them, I guess, but those are what your semi-floating rotors float on. So as you brake, your rotors move back and forth, right? As do your calipers, just a little tiny bit, and so that way, you know, it doesn't matter if not quite everything is lined up exactly perfectly. It will pull itself into line as you hit the brakes. It's a safety thing. I mean, they are more efficient brakes. They just simply are. But mine is squeaking, and I think it's because of those. I cleaned one side of them and just kind of got lazy and forgot to do the other side, but doing that should help. It did seem to lessen the squeal after I did the one side, so that's nice. It's something anyway. As you might have heard during the video, I do still have the brake squeal. On the one hand, I don't really care. On the other hand, it is kind of embarrassing to pull up to a light and have your brakes squealing. Especially because I still have the paper tag on this bike, so it looks like a new bike. It's not. It was used when I bought it. And I gotta get rid of that. If nothing else, everybody thinks you're a brand new motorcyclist, and actually, maybe I should keep it. Maybe that works to your advantage. It'll give you a little more distance. And I don't really care. You can think I'm a brand new motorcyclist. That's fine. Oofda. Alright, well, I'm going to kill the video here, especially because there's people to hear me talking like a lunatic. So, thanks, everybody. I will see you next time.